hear this. I've rode through howling hell and wind and snow and rain. I am oblivious to misery and pain. And that iron in your gizzard, it will never go away. So long as you got work to do today. And there's a monster on your back, son, get your guts up off the trail. We got a job to do and I promise we won't fail. One day you'll learn your scars and all the fearlessness you lack. Don't worry about that ornery Charlie bull. The monster's on your back. There's a monster on your back. I still remember how it rained, still hear the whistling wire. I know we really haven't changed since our first Brandon fire. It's such a long, winding road through years of sacrifice. If we knew then, now what do we know? Would we still choose the life? We rode the glory trail, my friend, that leads right straight to God. Still searching everywhere west to find a riding job.
This is the first leg of our Wyoming Trifecta here on the Split Rock with Quentin Smith, a good buddy. We've been hunting together for quite a few years now.
Absolutely.
Keep drawing tags, I guess we'll just keep hunting together.
That's a good thing.
This ranch is so interesting because you really have, it's the merging of three ecosystems.
You're exactly right. I mean, we go from river bottom, sagebrush, rolling hills to food plot alfalfa systems to, it kind of provides the best of all worlds with it right here.
You know, the neat thing is today we've seen mule deer, antelope, and whitetail. But you also have elk. That's why it's a special place, but that's why the trifecta is actually a real possibility because you have the overlapping of these ecosystems. It really is, though, a filmmaker's dream to have all the different backdrops, if you will. I mean, when you look at something like this and you're trying to tell a story, our story for this year really is about the pursuit of three animals in the same area.
That's exactly right.
Here we are sitting back and allowing these antelope to be antelope, doing what they normally do, and gonna try and make a move. We've got a couple of decent bucks spotted. They're so used to the normal pattern of the pickups working through to get down to the pivots, which of course you mentioned earlier is their drug. It's what
That's right.
That's what keeps them
Right
in
here.
this vicinity. gonna head back up and around. Looks like I hit him a little bit high, maybe a little forward, but it went through. We got a good passer. We're gonna work back up so we can watch him, see if we can bed him back down, get another arrow. This segment brought to you by Hamsky Archery Solutions, maximizing your accuracy. Looks like the shot was a little bit high and forward. I did get a pass through, which really makes us happy. And so we're gonna watch him and let him bed back down, and then give him a little bit of time. And then I'll, if I need to, if he doesn't expire, then I'll go in there and put him out of his misery. Leg one down here in Wyoming of the Wyoming Trifecta. You know, luckily this morning we were able to get on him in that pivot within my effective range, and I just shot him a little forward. And unfortunately, you practice all year long, but that's what it is. And he took off, and we expected him to go down in that field.
We did. The way he took off and what we seen with the shot at first, and you know, bleeding out the front shoulder, we thought we had him perfect. We didn't expect him to go as far as he went, but he made it out of the pivot up on top of the hill. But at that point, we were able just to let him go, get back around on him, let him lay down and get comfortable again, and then sneak back on him and get you in position to where you could get the kill.
And we got that other arrow in him and put him down, and he deserves that.
Absolutely.
Any animal deserves that. When something like this happens, you owe it to the animal to stay with it.
I totally agree.
You know?
Great buck.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 2 weeks for deer, but we've already seen some great deer. We've seen some great whitetail. We've seen some great mule deer. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks to try leg 2 of the Wyoming Trifecta and try and get in and get an arrow and a good mature Wyoming buck too.
Welcome back to Wyoming. We're back for the second part of our Wyoming Trifecta. This is for the deer portion. We're set up in some willows that they like to come in and bed. Normally we like to get out and spot stalk these mule deer, but there's just not the numbers that we're used to seeing this year. I don't know why. So we're making some plays on some whitetail bucks. I've been hanging out near this ag field coming into these willows. So hopefully we're set up in the right spot. We'll see what happens. I'm shaking. It's adrenaline. It's just pure adrenaline. I yanked that shot. I had him ranged, and I just yanked the shot. I don't know what to say. I think I had more time than I thought I had. They were a little nervous, and I got worried, and I drew and let down and drew. I think I had more time than I actually thought I did, but oh well, at least I didn't wound him, so. But yeah, they're still out in the field. We've got more deer around us, so that's cool.
This segment brought to you by Hoyt. Get serious, get Hoyt.
Okay, just real quick. We're gonna move over up. Q has seen a nice mule deer buck that's moving out of the field into this sage flat over here. So we're gonna hustle, try and get around and try and make a stalk on him. So we're gonna move. Wow, he was closer than we thought. We knew he was right here in this sage, but honestly, I thought he was another 100 yards. I didn't think he was right there. And he wasn't 30 yards when we started to move in and go into this sage. That's a nice little mule deer. I'd take him in a heartbeat. What an awesome morning.
Been a cool one, hasn't it?
You know,
Whitetail mule deer.
the encounters are just amazing. And then to even get out on the ground and try and stalk some, that's pretty fun. You've got a great idea here. We're at the edge of this pivot, and you've seen this has been the funnel. This is where they cross the river, where they come back in here and bed.
We've got beds all behind us here.
And so Q's idea is to bring some round bales in and build a bale blind with bales.
That's right.
I'm all for it. Let's give it a shot.
Another high water summer, I feel her again.
We've got the ground blind set up. This is the corner where they've been going in and out, in and out, in and out. It's gonna be a little bit tricky to film out of these corners and shoot, but we're gonna give it a shot.
Falling sweet off her cheeks, somewhere between pleasure and pain. When that old memory speaks, and when the days turn to evening, and the hot August sun fell down, we'd drive to that place in the canyon and make love to the sound of the Wild Weaver River.
Well, we've been sitting in this blind, and we had these whitetail right out in front of us. And Q actually they blew out, and Q went to go see if he could get some eyes on those. In the meantime, he saw another really good mule deer buck in a pivot that's alfalfa just outside of, just to the left of us. So we've pulled out. We're going to come back around. He said he's in the field, but we're going to see if we can get, within a shooting range. We don't really know. He's got some does around and stuff. So we're going to work around this edge and see if we can get within range. Everything else is gone. So.
This segment brought to you by Rage Broadheads, leading the evolution in lethal technology.
man, talk about getting lucky and everything turning around. Well, we were sitting here and really we were gonna take a nice whitetail. I mean, there's just so many of them around. We didn't see very many muleys, and this was just kind of a, hey, we got a mule deer over here, let's go take a look kind of thing. And Q went to go and find those other whitetail bucks, and it just worked out. I came around, he ranged him. He just stood there and just boom, let me shoot. Sometimes I'd rather be lucky than good. Well, it worked. You know, I didn't know. He's beautiful. He just stood there just long enough for me to settle that pin. I gotta go get my hands on him. Let's go look at him. Q, he is gorgeous. Oh man.
That is a beautiful buck. That is a beautiful
That
deer.
That is a gorgeous, gorgeous deer.
Good work, buddy.
I said it before, I'll say it again, I'm flabbergasted.
It was a fun hunt. And this is the buck that we jumped this morning.
Right after we got out that you said, hey, there's that big, nice buck working into those sage, and we actually, we didn't realize we were that close to him bedded, and he jumped up on us and
30 yards.
Yeah, and took off. And is this the buck when we were here antelope hunting?
This is the buck that was bedded in the sage that day.
Wow.
That's him.
That's awesome. This is the second. This is number 2 of the Wyoming Trifecta. Once again,
Congratulations, bud.
thank you so much.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
This is awesome. I'm telling you what, that's awesome. We are coming to the end of this Wyoming Trifecta, and for me, it's been a weird year, and we talked about it before, but really the main reason this has changed from years past where we're seeing a lot of elk is just the amount of rainfall you guys got here.
We have had an exceptional amount of rainfall, and there's feed everywhere, water everywhere. Them elk don't have to come in the pattern that they usually do. And they changed an early cow season this year, and we didn't get the pressure off the mountain. And like I said, we just have so much feed on the mountain, and they don't have to come down this year.
And I guess, you know, we didn't do the Wyoming Trifecta in one year, but we have done the Wyoming Trifecta. Over the years, we've killed our antelope, we've killed our mule deer, and we've killed our elk, just not in one year. And that's what we were trying to do.
You killed a great antelope this year, killed a great mule deer in velvet, and it just didn't happen on the elk, but it will.
Boy, that was a fun hunt though, wasn't it, there?
It was awesome.
That's what got you really, really hooked on bow hunting, wasn't it?
Yeah, the elk that we killed on the mountain a few years ago is what got me hooked on the bow hunting deal. To have an elk bugle at 7 feet,
Yeah, but that was a good time.
it was great.
Dude,
I heard him crash too.
you called for that was perfect because you know where I shot him? Standing right there. And you know what?
Right there.
I didn't draw till his head bit behind there, and then did you hear me go? I tried to squeak. It was
What's that?
Well, my claw was in the side of my mouth. So but I'm trying to settle the pin. I think we tucked it.
Good work, bud.
Oh,
Finally.
thank you, Lord. Thank
Good
you,
deal.
Lord. Thank you, Lord. You know, we Jeff had
I
to
heard
go
him
home.
crash.
I know. I don't think I did too. Jeff had to go home this morning, and we got Travis. we suckered Travis into running the camera.
Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you down the trail on Outback Outdoors. I love elk hunting. It's the greatest.
This was neat.
I know,
Really
it's so much fun. I can't,
Telephone.
I'm going to Colorado. I'm going to go kill an elk in Colorado.
Well, thanks for letting me be a part
got
of it. Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
Congratulations.